Real estate numbers for July are out. We're a little bit late this month, but we're still going to go over the market data coming up next. Hey, what's going on, friends? We're a little bit late this month. I had my Army Reserve annual training for the first 2 weeks of August. So the market data for July came out about the first week and just didn't have time to put together a market update for you guys. So we're doing that now, a couple weeks late, but still pretty important and still pretty interesting. So jumping right into the data, if we're looking at just the Kona market, the big theme here is definitely no drop off and somewhat of a recovery. So if we're looking at the homes market, the current units is 41, which is just down 16%. So after a big drop the last couple of months, the home market bounced almost back to where it was a year ago this month. So not a big drop off there. That 40 to 50 homes is pretty much where we see home selling in normal times. So even with nothing changing, the travel restriction is still in place. The Kona housing market has recovered pretty significantly, and the dollar volume up 28% reflects that. The median price, big surprise here, up 21% from a year ago. So the homes that are selling at that higher end, and we're seeing that every day where homes are selling very quickly. As long as they're priced correctly, they're still selling pretty quickly, and multiple offer situations, lots of sight unseen situations, but the market continues to be strong here. Definitely no drop, and if you're waiting for one, I don't think it's coming anytime soon. Looking at the final list of sold price, 91%, about what it normally is. The condo market still is down. So we've seen this down greater than 60% in terms of the number of condo units that sell. So we're still down 24% at 29 condos selling in Kona. So still not back yet, but the interesting number is that the median price at 330 is up 11% from a year ago. So the stuff that is selling in a higher price range, and we've seen that number continue to creep up. And then days on market was down almost 30% to 60 days on market. So the things that are selling quicker than they were a year ago. So that's pretty interesting too, when the condo market should be in dire straits with just people not here, and that condo market buyer just not being here. Still continues to be strong, and 95% final list of sold price on the condo market. So people are getting pretty much what they're asking for on the condo side. And then land, after we saw like 2 pieces of land sell in June, we're back up to 7. That's still down 21%, but that number is always pretty low. But median price also up 15% on the land market. So pretty interesting there. When we go to the entire island-wide summary, even stronger indications that the market is recovering. So current units on homes was 220, which was down just 1%. So basically the same as it was a year ago. Dollar volume was up. The median price was a little bit down to 357, but that's only down 5%, pretty much the same as it was a year ago. So not a big drop off in prices island wide. Average days on market, 89 days. That's up 7%, pretty much the same as it was last year, and where we normally see that number fluctuate. The final list is sold price at 93, so about where it normally is. It's only up 2%. The condo market's still down, so pretty reflective of the Kona market, down 16%. The median price about the same at 327,000 as it was a year ago, just down 1%. And then average days on market at 70, which is down 70%. So just like we saw in the Kona market, the average days on market for condos across the island was lower, so things were selling faster. And then final list of sold price, exactly the same as it was a year ago at 96%. So pretty high number there on the final list of sold price in the condo market. Big interesting thing here is the land sales were up 62% in terms of the number of units that sold. The median price was down to 20,000, which is a big drop, but that fluctuates because a lot of people buy really low price land in South Kona and South Hilo, and it can drag that number down. But the units is pretty interesting that the units are still pretty strong. And then final list of sold price is 84%, down 9%, so lower. So people looks like we were more negotiable on land prices than they were a year ago. But the average days on market was also slower. So kind of all over the place in the land market, but that units sold is an important number, that we're kind of right back to where we were a year ago in terms of the number of units that sold. So definitely the big theme here is recovery and no big drop off. But if you're interested in another area on the island, just let me know and I can pull those numbers and share them with you. And as always, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. or email me at dylan@buyabigisland.com. And I'll see you guys next month with the next market update. Aloha.